Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for the month of April 2019, and this is for you coming from Leo. So, firstly, let me give you my email address. It's andyhoro9, ANDIHORO, the number 9, andyhoro9 at gmail.com. The first card that I pull will represent the first 15 days for you coming from Leo. First 15 days of April, and let's talk of the possibility of you finding a romance in the first 15 days of April. And it's a very good opportunities that you will have. Your aura is shining, you are attracting a lot of interest, and if you have a lot of interest in somebody, make your move in the first 15 days of April and you'll be getting the new romance by your side very quickly. Now the next card will be to do with your ongoing romance, for you coming from Leo. Well, your ongoing romance is doing well, it says. There can be, you are giving the protection, or you're being protected, you're being supported, everything is going beautifully. The only little problem here could be something to do about spending, finance, money. So try to not get carried away. Try not to create a problem where spending is concerned in the first 15 days of April, and your ongoing romance will be happy enough. Let me now pull a card about your marriage. And let's see what it says for the first 15 days. Well, this is a little bit of a problematic card. There's no breakup, definitely, but it shows disagreements. I think it's an ego play. So tell yourself to keep your ego under control and don't be too daring and don't have a low tolerance for anybody. So if you, in your marriage area, you have to be very cautious that your marriage can have problems only because of the ego. Control the ego and nothing else will disturb your marriage in the first 15 days. Now let's talk about romance for your last 15 days of April. Let me pull this card for you coming from Leo. It's a good enough card, except it says that if you find a new romance in the last 15 days of April, be careful. There is not enough honesty or dedication or seriousness from this person who wants to form a new romance for you in the last 15 days of April. So that's the news. Now let's talk about your ongoing romance, and let's see what this card says. It's the card of control where emotions are concerned, this card says. It's a Venus card, but it's ruled by the planet Mars. I can see the signs there. So the planet Mars will bring confrontation, and the words you use have to be very gentle, or they produce all kinds of disturbances which will lead to a lot of opposition between you and your romance partner, the ongoing romance partner. So take the gentle approach in your last 15 days of April, or you will spark off a lot of problems. Now let me talk about your marriage for the last 15 days, and let's see what this card says for you coming from Leo. Again, you are sending out vibes which are very confrontational and very provocative. It's you. This card means you, because you are listening to me. So take the soft approach as much as you can. Use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft, which in the last 15 days of April, or you sending out vibes which are going to produce a lot of confrontation. And because of that, your marriage is going to be disturbed. So be gentle, be welcoming to whatever dialogue you want to have with your marriage partner. Take the soft approach and you'll be able to control this. It's not a card that brings breakup, but it's a card that brings a lot of differences, whether mental, whether physical, whether emotional. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages for you coming from Leo. There'll be some people of these ages who are going to be very lucky in romance and marriage, and it's a leadership card. So you coming from Leo, I would say that if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or even 82, you could find a wonderful romance, or you would improve your ongoing romance to bring it to the next level of happiness, and you can have a wonderful marriage in this month of April. So much understanding. If you are not of these ages, you'll need to have a 90-minute session with me, And during these 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life, your job, your business, your finances, your romance, your marriage, and also your health. We'll talk about more about that later. Now I will talk to you about your lucky colors. So with this card, I'm going to say that your lucky color is going to be yellow. So wear plenty of yellow in the month of April, and you will definitely help yourself finding a new romance, making your ongoing romance happy, and making your marriage happy. Because every different of the 9 planets, they represent different colors. So wear yellow for month of April. Now we will talk about direction energy. You're coming from Leo. 9 planets are surrounding Earth, so when you look straight, you look back, you look left, you look right, you're going to be facing a planet. And for you coming from Leo, now what direction do I use? I would say face northwest to find your happiness and your inspiration where romance and marriage is concerned. So try to find solutions when you're facing northwest and you'll do fine. Now the next one about your lucky days. Let's see what your lucky days are going to be for you coming from Leo. And your lucky days from here, I've got 2 choices, a Saturday or a Monday. I'm going to go for Mondays, because the Saturdays have a wrong color tone. So the Mondays are going to be very lucky in the month of April for you. So bookmark Mondays, go hunting for the romance, or make the move for a new romance, make your ongoing romance, your ongoing marriage as happy as you can on Mondays. The bonding will be just perfect for you. Now I'm going to talk to you about a certain zodiac sign which is going to cause problems for you. And let's see what this card says. There'll be somebody from some zodiac sign who will create mischief, whether in romance or marriage. And this person is going to come from Taurus. So for you coming from Leo, somebody from Taurus is going to be very disturbing in the area of romance and marriage. And if your new romance partner is in Taurus, be very careful. Don't give your heart away too quickly. Take your time. If your ongoing romance partner or your marriage partner is from Taurus, you've got a handful of problems. Be gentle. Your approach is very important. Don't show your temper. Now I'm going to talk to you about Leo, who you can form attachment to for the month of April, you coming from Leo. And let's see what this card says. It's a card of Mercury and Uranus and Saturn. So my mind goes to Gemini. So somebody from Gemini is going to show a lot of interest in you in the form of a new romance. And this person for you would be good, because a new attachment from Gemini would be very good for you in the month of April. It will also be linked to job or linked to business. And so somebody from Gemini is going to make you very happy. And if you are interested in somebody from Gemini, go right ahead. And if your ongoing romance or your marriage partner is from Gemini, you're going to have pretty good luck. And you're going to be able to get a good April for yourselves. Well, that's what I have to tell you. And now about the 90-minute session, that's going to cost you USD 50. And for your next 7, 8 or 9 years, I'll have your date of birth, time of birth, and your palms to guide me in all areas of your life, how to advise you, whether it's a job, the business, finances, whether it's a romance, a marriage, whether it's your health. And for your next 7 or 8 years, I'll be as accurate as I can. So send me a message, an email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9 @gmail.com. And I'll talk to you about your next, when you do your horoscope with me, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years, your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, a lot of information, so that you can have your next 7, 8 or 9 years fully under your control. Until then, thank you and good luck.